What's going on? It's Fight Season May. Today I want to do a breakdown of the UFC Louisville main event, Jared Cannonier versus Nassourdine Imavov, happening this weekend. Let's get right into it. Okay, so Jared Cannonier versus Nassourdine Imavov, I think is an amazing fight considering that Nassourdine Imavov is an amazing striker whose confidence is growing dramatically over these past couple of fights that he's had, and Jared Cannonier, who is a power puncher, who is getting better with age. You look at Jared Cannonier's fight with Sean Strickland that has aged like fine wine, beating Sean Strickland, who went on to beat Israel Adesanya and challenge for, and probably beat Dricus Du Plessis, and recently just beat Paulo Costa at UFC 302. And Jared Cannonier has beat the likes of Derek Brunson. He has challenged for the title versus Israel Adesanya at UFC 276, and Jared Cannonier's most impressive win, beating Marvin Vettori while landing 200, almost 300 significant strikes in that fight. Now, I think that this fight is going to be very hard for Nassourdine Imavov. I do think that Imavov is going to do an amazing job keeping the range, and I do think he has a chance to win this fight, but I think that Jared Cannonier's fighting IQ, and given that, yes, he has been off for a very long time, because I think he did have an MCL injury that he was recovering from, since he was supposed to fight on that UFC Austin card versus Roman Dolidze last year. And I think that that could hold Jared Cannonier back, but knowing his professionalism, knowing who Jared Cannonier is, I think that this fight is going to be really big in Jared Cannonier's favor. And I think that he is going to be able to put it on Nassourdine Imavov. I think the way that Jared Cannonier cuts off the lanes, the way he switches his stance, the way he's able to use his takedowns when he does go for it in that Marvin Vettori fight was absolutely masterful. Being able to cut for takedowns, cut off the lanes, and be able to do different techniques to be able to get to the fight to the ground and mix up the fight at hand was truly impressive. And I think that Nassourdine Imavov is going to have a very hard time with that. Now, I know Imavov back in early 2023, fought Sean Strickland and got absolutely demolished in that fight. Had a very hard time with Sean Strickland, as Jared Cannonier beat Sean Strickland about 3 weeks prior to that Nassourdine Imavov fight. I think that that's going to be something that is able to learn for Imavov, especially since he can go back and watch that Jared footage for Sean, knowing that he just fought a Sean Strickland 3 weeks after losing to Jared Cannonier. And I think that this fight is going to be something that Nassourdine Imavov has a chance to win, and he's going to go out there and finish. Imavov is an amazing fighter. You look at his last fight with Roman Dolidze, where he should have got the finish twice in round one, and with that kick down the grounded opponent. I understand Dolidze's hands were on the ground, but that is not a good justification for the grounded opponent in that context. I think Imavov has the chance. He has that pretty footwork, and he has the mobility to be able to throw off Jared Cannonier. But like I said, I think that fight IQ and I think that just sheer veteran craftiness is going to be able to put Jared Cannonier on that next edge to be able to go win this fight and possibly go challenge for the welterweight strap. Jared Cannonier is one of my favorite fighters in the UFC. He is just truly a gentleman and is someone who is truly overlooked, and I really hope Jared Cannonier gets the win, and I do think he can beat Nassourdine Imavov, even though I do think it's going to be a hard fight. Now, my prediction right now, as it stands for Nassourdine Imavov versus Jared Cannonier, I have is a 5-round decision going to Jared Cannonier. I think he's going to be able to cut off the cage, be able to use those leg kicks, be able to strike and throw Nassourdine Imavov with those power punches, and throw him for a loop of that veteran craftiness that he has in his toolbox that he can use at any time. I know Jared Cannonier is getting up in age. I don't know if he's quite 40 years old, but if he isn't, he's turning 40 pretty soon. And I think that Imavov is going to be able to do this, and it wouldn't surprise me if he did beat Jared Cannonier, considering his most recent performance against Roman Dolidze, where he made Roman Dolidze not even look like a UFC fighter and made him look like an absolute amateur out there, where due to that pretty striking and his takedown abilities. But I do think Jared Cannonier is a different beast, and I think Jared Cannonier will get the job done this weekend. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video of Fight Season MMA, breaking down UFC Louisville this weekend. Please let me know in the comments down below what you guys want me to feature next, what videos you guys want to see, what content you want me to review, and what truly piques your interest. We're on the road to 100 subscribers, so please subscribe now and turn on the bell for notifications, leave a like, and always recommend and comment down below. I want to be commenting back to as many people as I possibly can. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I truly appreciate it, and see you guys soon.